The next Resident Evil game is officially coming, and this one might be the most important entry in years. Welcome back to Hexo Game Insider. Today, we're breaking down everything confirmed about Resident Evil Requiem, and why it could redefine the franchise. First, the big one. The game returns to Raccoon City. Yes, that Raccoon City, but this isn't the version we saw in the remakes. This is a devastated, post-destruction version of the city, decades after the outbreak. That alone makes this entry feel different. It's not just nostalgia, it's revisiting the birthplace of the franchise in a completely new state. And that opens the door for something bigger. Instead of tight corridors inside a police station, we could be exploring ruined streets, collapsed buildings, and open sections of the city that were never playable before. Capcom isn't just revisiting history, they're expanding it. Now let's talk characters. The game introduces a new protagonist, Grace Ashcroft, an FBI analyst investigating events tied to her mother's death. That tells us this story isn't random. It's personal, but she's not alone. Leon S. Kennedy is confirmed to return. That's massive. Leon has been one of the franchise's strongest anchors since Resident Evil 2, and bringing him back into Raccoon City connects old lore with this new direction. It feels intentional, like Capcom is tying threads together instead of starting over. Gameplay is where things get even more interesting. Resident Evil Requiem will support both first-person and third-person perspectives. That's a huge shift. First-person brought the franchise back to life with Resident Evil 7, Biohazard. Third-person modernized the classics with Resident Evil 4. Now Capcom is combining both approaches into one experience. That tells us something important. They aren't choosing between old fans and new fans. They're trying to satisfy both. Tonally, early footage leans heavily into psychological horror. The environments look desolate, empty, oppressive. It doesn't feel like pure action. It feels slower, more tense. And that might be exactly what the series needs. Resident Evil has always been strongest when it balances action with vulnerability. Too much action, and it stops being scary. Too much helplessness, and it stops being fun. Requiem looks like it's trying to land right in the middle. There's also a bigger picture here. The remakes of Resident Evil 2 and Resident Evil 4 were massive successes, but a mainline entry has to do more than revisit greatness. It has to push forward. Returning to Raccoon City isn't just fan service, it's symbolic. It's Capcom saying, this is where it started, and now we're evolving it. And if they get the tone right, ruined city, dual perspective, legacy characters, new protagonist, this could be one of the most complete Resident Evil experiences yet. The release is set for early 2026, so we still have more gameplay details coming. Expect deeper breakdowns, enemy reveals, and probably a major showcase later this year. But based on what's confirmed so far, this isn't just another sequel. It's a statement, so here's the real question. Do you want this game to lean heavier into psychological horror, or bring back more action-heavy combat? Because whatever direction Capcom fully commits to here will shape the future of Resident Evil.